So I had a request to do another tutorial on the mixed media, but using the digital papers instead of the colors. So I do have templates for you guys that some of these are already done, but I wanted to show you how to make your own. So for the brush, I'm going to use Industrial Rusted Decay, but you guys can use whichever one that you want. You just want something that's going to be really grungy, really rough on the edges, that's going to kind of bleed out. So you can swap between the heavy metal if you would like to and the rusted decay. I'm just going to stick with this one. And you want to make sure that your sizing is pretty decently up because you want to make big splotches. So I'm going to go ahead and start with this red and I'm just going to randomly do some splotches here. And I'm just going to keep doing it because you want the middle to be pretty much solid, but you want the outer edges to not be. And then I'm just going to do some random spots. It does not really matter unless you're just very particular on how you do the spots, and you will get better as you go. So I'm just going to change the color just so I can see what I'm doing. So I know which ones are filled in already and which ones are not. Do this one right here. And then I'm going to add another layer. Please make sure that you're doing all of these on different layers. And that's why I'm also doing the different colors so that I can see. Because if you do them all in the same layer, when you go to do a clipping mask, you're not going to be able to clip your papers. Okay. And then I'm just gonna widen out the red a little bit to finish filling that in there, and the same for the blue. Okay, so most of my screen is pretty much covered, and what you're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and bring in a digital paper. Let's start with the cheetah print, leopard print, and it went ahead and fit to canvas, but if it doesn't, you can always select right here, fit to canvas. And then you're going to select a clipping mask. So you see how it automatically added the grungy parts in there? And then for the next one, I'm going to go ahead and insert another photo and let's do this red here. This is just a red stroked background that I did. And then I'm going to do the yellow. So same process. I'll do the blue and see, and then we may fix it. And see, that one didn't fit to canvas either. So I just click fit to canvas, go clipping mask. And that is how you merge different ones. Now, if you want to add in a glitter, I tend to add a separate layer in for that because I don't like the glitter to cover the screen. And then I just do very light masks over. So you can see where I'm just doing very light splotches. I'm not making sure that these are completely filled in the middle. And then I would insert a photo. Let me find my glitter. Here's my glitter. Fit to canvas and do a clipping mask. And you just have to play around with these on how you like them. I really don't like the leopard print with this combination, but let's try to add some of the stripes in. Fit to canvas, and I'm going to rotate it towards up and down and do a clipping mask. And then I'm actually going to make that one just the red. And that's how you do a splotchy mixed media. And when I do the glitter, I actually like to, let me go up a little bit. That had just automatically clipped. I like to be a lot smaller than what I did the first go around. So I like to do like stripes. And you can do it this way as well because it's easier to see your glitter if you already have it clipped to the layer. And I'll show you what I mean here in just a second. But I like to do more of a stripy look with the glitter. But that's what that looks like. So it's just clipped to the layer below. Now I do have some already for you guys. So let me find those. I know that this is one of them. That was the mixed media. This will take a second to load. These were very big files. So if your Procreate cannot handle them or your iPad can't, you can also bring them in by layer and then you don't have to worry quite as much. So that was just the really tight. And then I had blobs here. You've got streaky. You've got different lines. messy paint. This is probably one of my favorites. So then what I would do is I would come back in and then I would clip glitter to probably this one. Go fit to canvas, clip the glitter, and then I would do leopard print. Let's do we'll try the blue. That was an extra layer. And I think I actually had that one for glitter. So let's do that. Let's try that one for glitter. Oh, not drawing assist. Clipping mask. And then let's do this one as the leopard print. And this one went ahead and fit to canvas. See, I'm already liking that a lot better. Do a clipping mask. And then let's do these stripes. This is just the ones I had downloaded. You can do Western, any kind of pattern that you would like. You can go ahead and layer these. And then I don't like that one clipped there. Let's move it up to the blue. Or I may even do the pink. Let's do the pink because it's kind of up there. And then you can do a grungy look like that. So this is a really popular look. It's been around for a while. It's probably going to stay for a while there. It was probably one of my best sellers on Etsy to do a pattern in that style, whether it just be colors or mixed media with different patterns and things. So I really hope that this helps.